So just like legislature giving us two angles. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of you, and you never disappoint me. You know, you always make me proud. This is a this is the best time to introduce this episode. You're welcome to another episode of Life Business Therapy. My name is Chef Nee, and today I have two people. I won't say two amazing people, but yeah, I have two people on my podcast. I have two people that are very dear to me. I have Chica Banana, the only banana, and then I've got Akanene.
Justin.
And I've got Akanene. And these, so just so you know, I usually will give people names I can remember. Because if you tell me your original name, I most likely will not remember it. So I have Chica Banana.
I gave you this like 3 years after we met.
And I want to, well, you guys can now introduce yourselves. Well, let Banana go first. Chica, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Pamela, and I'm Nigerian.
And
if that counts.
CEO
Introduction. I'm Nigerian. I'm the most important person in his life after his family members. I said what I said. Thank you very much.
And then the CEO, what's the name of your clothing line? Let's do some.
Oh, right. Shameless plug.
That's what you're
I'm wearing.
Show them your shirt.
I'm wearing stuff from my store, Black X Christian. So you can follow us on Instagram at Black X Christian. And yeah, we'll be glad to serve you. That's it basically. Thank you. Kisses. Dramatic.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I do want to introduce myself. Hi guys, my name is Justin. And yeah, I'm Nigerian also. Yes.
Yeah, Justin is the CEO of
Zudio Studios, CEO of Zudio Records, CEO of yes, more to come, but then yeah.
So Justin is a recording artist. He's doing amazing things with his music. Maybe next time you can sing for us. But we can't sing along because of the lag with Zoom. But we had to do this. I've been meaning to have a conversation for a very long time, and I wouldn't have done it with any other people other than Banana and Nene, because they are the only Nigerians I know who like Ghana, who live in Ghana and like Ghana.
Actually don't like it, but yeah, we thank God.
Wow. Good Christmas.
Wait. I take that back.
Christmas?
I take that back quick. When I was living in Ghana, I didn't like Ghana, to be honest. I never liked Ghana. But now, outside of Ghana, I would do anything literally to go back. So yeah, there's that.
The topic for today actually is living in Ghana as a foreigner. And I think it made sense to interview two Nigerians who have lived in Ghana, because I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, that Nigerians are those like our siblings. So we fight in public, but deep down, we actually do like each other. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it feels like it'll be the best nationality to actually interview would be Nigerians. And with these two people, I'm so free with them. I'm sure will actually be very candid with their opinions, and they're not shy of the peoples. They'll be very, very. They don't like.
Nobody can beat me. I'm in my house.
They're like, Justin is very refined and posh. Justin is the white. He's like, Justin is the bounty of the entire crew. So Pamela and I are just the last people. And Justin, the way he's even like his posture and things,
Do you understand? Like he's just there, like, let me know when you guys want me to talk. But yeah.
Giving us two angles. Anyways, guys, Ghana. Oh no. Let me be serious. I feel like people need to take me seriously.
The funny thing is, I was actually thinking of how this
would be very difficult to be
before this.
I really
I was literally thinking the same thing because there's no way we can have a serious conversation. I don't know about you and Justin, but personally, there's no way.
meditation.
Okay.
Hi guys. Obviously, I don't even know where this thing is recorded. I don't know if it's recorded onto the web. If it's recorded
Right now, you're confused.
onto my laptop.
It is recording on my screen.
What's how come it stress me to go and I can't look? If it's okay, so guys, our conversation for today is basically talking about living in Ghana as a foreigner, and I wanted to interview you guys because you've actually lived in Ghana for a while, and I want to speak it from the Nigerian perspective because I believe Nigerians are cousins. You know how we fight in public? We are siblings. We fight in public, but if they come for you, we'll come for them. If they come for us, you come for us. Hopefully, let me put it that way. But yeah, so Justin, and let me start with Chia Banana. So, was coming to uni your first time of coming to Ghana?
No.
Oh,
My first time was, I think, 2007 or 8, because my sisters were in uni in Ghana, so we had gone to visit. Yeah, both my sisters. So we occasionally went to visit them, you know, for like.
what unis?
They were in University of Ghana. They both went to University of Ghana.
Going to play.
So yeah, the first time I went to Ghana was when my sister just got into school. I think that was 2007. I'm not really sure, but yeah, sometime during that period. So that was my first time.
They came to Ghana like they went to University of Ghana. Basically, they came to Ghana.
I came to catch fun, but they came for university. So yeah, there was that.
What was your impression of Ghana? Like, was it like? Were you shocked? Was it a cultural shock? Were you shocked?
Not really, because it wasn't that different from Nigeria. Respectfully, at that time, it wasn't that different from Nigeria, because we wanted to like explore what it was like traveling by road for the first time. So we all, as a family, it was more like a road trip type thingy. So we got there like really late, and the first place we went to was Papaye. That's what it's called, no? Yes, that was the first place we went to, and then we weren't really like familiar with the currency or whatever. So we asked them for, I think, 200 cedis worth of rice. it was way too much. It was way too much that we couldn't even eat the food for like 3 days, right? So yeah, that was one of the things. That was one of the things I was struggling with, because like then Papaya food was like a lot, right? And I think it was like 10 rupees, for like one portion. So that was really, it was just very shocking. But overall, it was a good experience, to be honest. So that's it, pretty much.
And then you came back for uni the second time. Were there any changes that were?
Oh, no, so we kept on coming back for summer. Why do I keep saying summer? Oh yeah, summer. We kept on coming back every year to like visit them or whatever. And then I moved to Ghana for uni in 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014. And I was there for like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, that's it pretty much.
We'll come back to that experience. Justin, how was coming to Ghana? What was your first impression? Actually, let me reach out. Did you have an impression of the place, and was what you thought it was going to be?
I don't think I had like a defined expectation for the first time. I came in 2014. I came purely because of school. I came to check the school out, and I went back to stay that same day. So it was
So you flew in and then you flew out?
Yes.
I see the beaches. Yeah, okay.
Hey, money.
Come on, money, baby. Yeah.
Screaming.
First time I got, when I landed, yeah, what happened? I came with my mom and my dad. Yeah. So we didn't know where the exact place where it was. So we just asked. We entered a taxi and told them to take us to university. I think it took us to either Radford or Knutsford first before they took us to my school. It was like so it was very, very interesting. So when they came, they fed us what we wanted to hear about the school, whether what they said was true or wasn't true. It was all for show. But then we came back, and then I came back. So after I think about 3 weeks or 2 weeks after I came back to start school. Yes.
You came back by yourself the second time.
No, the second time I came with only my mom. Only my mom. But that was the last time any of them came.
But so was she? How long was she there for before she left?
She was there for just one night. And she left next day.
Oh wow! And then you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Well,
Then,
your first impressions of Ghana. Well, do you remember what your first time was when she left? Like that first experience. Do you have a recollection of that first experience?
I mean, it was my first time alone. I was excited. I remember the second that was it either that night or the next night. I was walking with the guys from my hostel, and they kept talking about they kept saying Charlie, 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 and then Charlie did this, Charlie something, something. And I was wondering, like, who is this Charlie person that everyone knows? So I now asked, who is Charles? I asked, who is Charles? Who is this Charles guy that everyone knows? So then people are now like, wait, what? Like, you guys are saying Charlie, so I'm figuring that the guy's name is Charles. So like, what's so everyone burst out into laughter. It was a learning experience. So, and now
When was your first Charlie experience?
Oh no, because even when my sisters had started going to uni, yeah, I think they were there for like one semester before we had all gone together. So like when my sister came back, she started using like tree slangs. Well, I don't know if tree slangs is what I'm supposed to say, but Ghanaian slangs basically.
Like
And
what slangs?
she was exactly like Justin said. She started with Chale, and then every time they said stuff like Chale, and then they were trying to like make us feel like, oh, we're left out. So they were communicating in tree and whatnot, and they were saying stuff like, oh, bra, pacho, and all that good stuff. So I feel like the first tree word I learned was bra, just because it sounded very easy to say.
Wow.
And I always heard them say, so I was like, oh, what's the meaning of this? And to be very honest with you, I never thought that it meant cup. Do you get what I mean? Like bra, like what? But yeah. So I just thought that the whole Charlie thing was a bit cool, but at the same time, it was a bit off, because I'm just like, of all things to use at the slang, it's Charlie. But yeah, it was. I really liked the vibe from them until I went to Ghana, and then the story was different.
Wow, how different was the story for you?
You don't know about it. You don't want
Tell me, how
to.
story.
Life in Ghana as a student is totally different from what it is as a tourist or a resident, right? Because when I was a student, I was suffering. Jesus, I was suffering. If your money finished, it's all over. It's a wrap, okay? I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Anyways, so no disrespect to anybody. If anyone from my school is watching this or listening to this, I'm so sorry. But I didn't have a lot of friends from my school just because they were not cool kids in Korea.
Hey, Jesus. She went there. Movie.
That's me being I'm being honest. I'm being very honest. I didn't have a lot of friends from my school.
All opinions on this episode just has that won't come from me.
Wait, my definition of cool kids might not be your definition of cool kids. Also, I said I didn't meet any. I didn't say there were not any cool kids at my school. I didn't meet any cool kids at my school, right? Or maybe I just didn't care enough to know. Anyways, that's by the way. So it was just a very I wouldn't say lonely per se, but I didn't have the type of people who I'd normally want to go out with, or the type of people who would go to my kind of places, right?
What are your kind of-
And Charlie, let's move on, please. Don't like that. So, like, you know how like people from Hope would want to like you know how we used to like go to see movies together and watch the type of movies that we all actually liked, right? And how we could just randomly go to like maybe we go to somebody's house and they were also sitting there, we're having like it's games night or we're just laughing at like stuff like that. I never had anyone to do that with from my school, right? So that's what I meant by like cool kids. Do you get what I mean? So not having that kind of like affected my social life to a certain extent because it was literally just me and my sister, right? And yeah, so it was just very annoying that I didn't really get to explore Ghana the way that I wanted to. I feel like I always say this, if I had met you guys, by you guys I mean like my Hope family, if I had met you guys earlier, I would have loved my experience in Ghana, but I guess everything happens for a reason. So yeah, there's that.
For some strange reason, people just thought I had money, which was very, very like
People thought you had money because you're from Nigeria.
yes.
Isn't
Like,
that what they always think?
Of course. You guys have money. You guys know how
I'm broke. Yeah, I'm broke. In Jesus' name, I'm not broke. Amen. Sorry.
No, but you guys know how to spend like Nigerians, even if you know how to.
That's what you will say.
They will
Not that we
find
have
it and
money.
they will
We
chop
know
it.
how to spend money.
They will find it and they will chop it. They won't say someone they will chop or
We blow money in Nigeria. We don't spend money. We blow it. We blow the money. Sorry, Justin.
What does it mean, Papa? They also thought you had money.
Oh yeah, people. Actually, some people didn't even know I was Nigerian. Like at my school, some people thought I was South African. Some thought I was Jamaican. Some thought I was
They thought you were what?
Jamaican. To be very honest, like people literally walked up to me and they were like, "Oh, you know, like, oh, you look very South African. Oh, you look very Jamaican." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm Nigerian." Like, you don't sound Nigerian. And then my mind like, what do Nigerians sound like? That's very disrespectful. But okay.
Now that you mention it, you can I actually see them mistaking you for a South African.
You see, me, it's because you have seen me finish. That's why you have seen me finish.
I feel like Justin is hopping on your train. Like, wait, Justin,
He's not. He's not.
Are you serious?
Are you jealous?
Now that you mentioned, he has the complexion / face shape.
You see, when you said that statement, my spirit was tricky because the alter ego is South African. It's called Tato. So when you say it,
See, that's your business, okay? That's your business.
That's it. Oh my god.
That's Justin is just one person out of so many people, so you can't even see.
No, but honestly, then you get asked that question a lot.
Yeah, nobody believed I was Nigerian. Their first impression was not Nigeria at all. Just because they said I didn't sound and look Nigerian. And my question is, how do Nigerians sound and look?
But to be fair,
I found out earlier that was actually a good thing. Like the longer you make them think that you're not Nigerian, the better it is for you. So
why?
The longer I can the facade, because once they find out you're Nigerian, it's like
they'll start believing you.
Yeah, no, not
believing you. Don't give it away. I'm joking.
It switches. There's like I don't know how to put it. It's like there's now a guard up or something like that.
Oh, they think that like everything, there's always an ulterior motive to what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's something like that.
Also, there's some sense of competition in quotes.
Yeah.
So they start making it seem like, the people that I met, the Ghanaians that I met, they always make it seem like, oh, because you're Nigeria, you're trying to like compete with them, and they always try to like be better than you or outshine you, when in actual sense I'm not even doing anything competitive or being realistic. So yeah, it is what it is.
Are Ghanaians as hospitable as we believe we are? Are we hospitable? Wow. Crickets. Oh my god.
Define
exactly. I was just about to say define hospital, because I don't think hospital is the word that I'd use to categorize.
Like that's Ghanaians growing up is basic. Ghanaians are hospitable. Like That's what they thought us growing up. Like that's Ghanaians are
Yes, it's like
Our
define what, yeah.
very hospitable. I guess maybe the opposite of hospitable is hostile. So you can't judge. I could be wrong.
So if people have too many hospitals in your country, oh, I don't get. Somebody is actually to define hospitable, and you are there saying let's this. Define hospitable. Thanks very much. God bless. Because my definition of hospitable might not be your definition. The fact that you guys are like, if I say welcoming, then that's basically what you're trying to say, but that's not what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is you are nice in the sense that when you meet foreigners or when you meet people who,
friendly and welcoming to visitors or guests.
hospitable means you can come and sleep in my house. Is that not what it means? Nobody has ever asked me to come and sleep in their house before.
No.
Lee, did you tell me to come and sleep in your house?
Welcoming to visitors or guests. So it doesn't necessarily mean maybe that's not the right word. I mean nice people.
Let me check. Let's Google it. You know,
So I guess the question is, are we nice people? Like are we welcoming?
yeah, nice people. Very nice.
I bet to differ.
Are we welcoming people? Mama, you say, did you say no?
I said I beg to differ.
Because you don't think we are?
I don't think you. Maybe if you, I can't say. Obviously, I haven't met everyone in Ghana, right? But on a large scale, I don't think like Ghanaians are that. Especially to Nigerians. I don't know about other people, especially to Nigerians. Because there's this, like I said, there's this feeling of, like you're trying to be better. I don't know how to explain it, but there's just always some sort of supposed invisible competition going on between Ghanaians and Nigerians that nobody ever speaks about, right? So that being said, I don't think that you guys are very, maybe you, because you have a different like mentality or whatever, right? So you're open to like accepting everybody, but the average Ghanaian, I don't think is very welcoming to Nigerians. I don't think so.
That's what you agree to that?
To an extent. I understand what she's saying. Like, let's put personal experiences in school. Yeah, actually, in school, the Ghanaians there were nice to an extent, but then you always had the feeling that there was something underneath, you know. And it's something that I feel like it's just there, you know. Even now that I'm done with school, even in the workplace, there's even that if there are things like that. Even in like it's like it's just
Hope is our church. Hope is our church, by the way.
I mean,
Shameless plug.
even there's an extent to how close you can become, especially you can be as close to someone, but there's a limit to how close you can be. That's what I've observed.
I mean, to be fair, the first time I met Justin, I actually didn't think he was Nigerian. I told you this thing, right? I didn't know you were Nigerian. And I mean, I'm even now safe. Like, I think I'm even more Nigerian than you. Like, I'm more, apart from the Pepe, I'm actually more Nigerian than you.
You don't say that. Not a lot of Nigerians like pepper. It's Yoruba people who live for pepper. So not.
My Pepe.
What did you say?
You're not a fan of pepper?
I mean, I've had to grow into it.
Your smallest is my mini.
I've had to grow into it.
Gravy.
Who put pepper in the gravy? I didn't put pepper in the gravy.
No.
There was no pepper in the gravy.
I put the gravy in my mouth.
There was no pepper. That's your definition of spicy.
Just close like this.
You're joking.
I was beginning.
That's your definition of spicy.
I said, God, I'm dying.
I mean, there was no pepper in that food. What are you talking about? You know, you're literally the only one who has that to say, because out of all the other people who ate that food, not a single person said there was pepper in the food. So it's just you.
Me, I knew I was going to die. When I was coming to it, I knew. So out of respect for all of you people, I was like, let me just, be one of the gang. No, I almost lost.
If you eat Nigerian spicy food, you probably pass out because
I was not there. Once
You have not seen when people eat pepper soup and then.
If you taste, have you had pepper soup before?
Why would I do that?
Yes, I know.
But I feel like you guys put like pepper in your what's it called now? Light soup, no?
Yeah.
Light soup is spicy, no?
It's not.
It's probably the ones I've had.
No, there's actually no spicy food, Ghanaian spicy food.
Wachi.
I've tried. Wachi
is not spicy. What? The spiciest thing you guys have is shito. Literally, that's the spiciest thing you guys have.
That's true. It's not
talking about food. Just what's your first Ghanaian meal you tried? Don't say jollof. Yeah, that's in Nigeria. We'll not have this conversation, but what was the first Ghanaian meal you tried?
We will have it.
Oh my God,
so long. We will have it. That jollof comparison, we will do it today, and it will end here.
Never. Ajibante. Just what was your first Ghanaian meal you tried?
I think it was Wachi.
Did you?
I tried it like 2 years or 3 years after I came.
What?
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
So what were you to try Ghanaian foods? What were you eating those 3 years? Hi, Danielle.
Right.
I was eating what?
Everyone.
Danielle sounds like you just woke up.
Sorry, it's like 12. It's like 12 a.m. Sorry.
I'm so sorry, Danielle.
We're sorry.
Give me a second.
Take 5.
Doesn't take you 3 years to try Ghanaian food. Why?
Because they sold most of it outside, like on the streets. And
I don't know where you're living.
Because you can.
No. You can only buy wachi on the roadside.
No.
You can't say only. You can only buy affordable wachi because if you go to certain restaurants, you find wachi for
affordable. Say you could only.
I was around people that bought it outside. Daniel was there. Daniel, when we buy wachi in the hostel, was it not at the roadside people used to buy it? How I know that they used to buy it somewhere else in a restaurant or something. That's the reason why I didn't eat it for about 2 or 3 years after. That's the main reason.
Yeah.
Welcome, Daniel. Daniel had to wake up for this interview. Oh my gosh, look at his eyes.
Round of applause.
Woo!
For effort.
Thank you.
Extra. Welcome, Daniel.
Digger.
Pamela and just have introduced themselves already. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh God, not into laughter, please.
What introduction do you need?
Look at your cheeks.
What? This is my camera.
No.
You're so disrespectful.
Lee, I beg you, please don't embarrass me. You cannot post this.
Wow.
I beg you. Lee, I beg you. For introduction, what do you want me to say?
Just introduce.
Oh, I should introduce myself.
Yeah.
Yo. My name is D to the A to the N to the I to the E to the L. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Are you putting such a name right?
Whoop whoop.
I think I'm still out of my sleep, half awake. Anyways, my name is Daniel, and I'm Nee's friend.
He's part of the gang of Nigeria.
I'm part of the gang. I think Yeah, I'm currently in Malta.
You know, I actually have no clue. Malta was an hour ahead. So I was driving and then I was like, we're an hour ahead, and I almost crashed my car. I was like, what? So what's
Yeah,
happening? Oh wow! I have no
because
clue.
you said it was at 10 hour time. So I thought I was like, okay, that's cool. But then
No,
we are an hour ahead of the
there
UK,
was
so
there
it's
was
like
no
12.
hour. There's no hour time because we're on two different time frames. Anyway, so then they were talking.
Yeah, that's all about me. Yeah.
They're talking about living in Ghana as a foreigner. So, uh,
Uh,
what was your first impressions of Ghana like? Living in Ghana as a foreigner, yeah. Have you ever been
um,
to Ghana prior to coming to Ghana for university for uni?
no, I haven't. But I had neighbors that were Ghanaians, right? And they usually do this kente, and I'm sure you guys know kente, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what they were doing in Nigeria. So it's like I saw the food they eat, kenke and the pepper. Yeah. So I knew those style before coming to Ghana. So when I came to Ghana, I was like, I'm gonna try it out for the first time. And because as per being a Yoruba boy, we like pepper. Trying KK with.
That's good
See,
thing about
it's a
you.
tribe thing, not a national thing.
Yeah,
But like the general threshold for pepper is generally higher than Ghana.
Well,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
a point, but Nee was exaggerating.
Why?
Anyway,
What did you
sorry,
say?
go on.
Yes, but
No, what did you
Daniel, do
say?
you remember the day? Do you
Some-
remember the day we had the bring and eat potluck thing? Was that what it was called? The
Yeah,
day we
yeah,
had
yeah,
the A&T rooftop, yeah? Did you have
yeah.
some of the gravy that I made?
Hey, no, I can't remember.
If you did remember, Shani said that thing was spicy. Meanwhile, there was no pepper inside.
No, Ni has Oyibo tongue. A whole African
Screaming.
boy.
yeah.
I made a porridge for Ni. Ni said it was spicy. The
Yes.
porridge
Me,
I couldn't even taste.
Pamela,
Daniel,
I actually want to. No, no,
respectfully, Daniel, I don't think you can ever make food that is not spicy, considering where you're from. Let's just be realistic. I don't think you can make normal people food. Let's just say put that out there. Okay?
just so you know, like Afori was like my favorite Nigerian food. Like, wow,
No.
yes,
Wow.
like
Top notch.
If you
somebody
start
made
talking
a
about
food and like I was blown. Like this is real. It was
What did you have it with?
it was nice. So he did because I ate chicken, beef, or pork. He used smoked turkey,
Right.
and then he used monkfish, like smelly fish.
Right.
And then he used, but I think he had like meat in there, but he told me it was lamb. But I couldn't believe that lamb cannot be that hard. I said,
But did you eat it with like rice or like
he
eba?
put, like basmati rice, and
Right.
Nice.
then he fried plantain. Oh my god, it was really good.
Fancy.
And then we had it with coffee, like a latte.
British people.
Yeah,
That's nice. Actually, sounds nice.
so it was really good. I mean, the pepper was just like borderline. Like you get like it was like wow. But I found a very well again. I didn't like it, so I guess maybe it was specially made for me. That's why I really liked it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very well. Ghanaians, Daniel, are Ghanaians hospitable? Are we nice people?
Yeah, you are actually. Some of you, not all of them. I think the
Daniel,
no,
God
no, no,
bless you.
That's what both of
no.
them said.
Some. Pardon?
That's what both of them said.
Because
Yeah,
it's not a lie.
not all of them. Yeah, like there are some that have a very hostile approach towards Nigerians, and I experienced this like a lot in Lancaster,
Exactly.
even outside of Lancaster.
Please,
Yep.
Yeah, I think there are only a handful of Ghanaians that were like very nice to us or to me, prior to joining Hope or even joining NCD.
See what I said?
Yeah, like everyone's like, "Oh, you're Nigerian." They just look at you like,
I'm honestly really shocked because I feel like Ghanaian. I think maybe it's just me, but I think like Nigerians are like like your sibling, like you always fight with them in public, but you like them. Like, no,
That's on a general note. That's outside on the internet.
That's outside
But
Ghana and Nigeria.
realistically, that's not what it is. I mean, it's nice to
Yeah.
like talk about these things on the internet and do like, oh, jollof wars and whatever, and we laugh about it and move on, right? But if we're being realistic, like there's a certain part of Ghana where, like, I've literally heard, do you know that when I was looking for houses, they didn't rent me a house because I was Nigerian.
Exactly.
So there's this stereotype. Yeah.
That's
The house, the last apartment that I had to lie about my nationality before I could get it. I had to lie that I was Ghanaian before I could
Yeah,
leave.
wow.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. God forgive me, but it was necessary because I was desperate, right? Imagine going from house to house to house, and then once they find out that you're Nigerian, the story changes. It's exhausting. And then I've heard some things like, oh, Ghanaian men try to take our women, Ghanaian men take our jobs. Nigerian men take our women, Nigerian men take our jobs, Nigerians are hustlers, so they always want to have businesses and they're always taking our money and taking, stuff like that. So I feel like that's where the hate, or not, I don't know if hate's the word, but that's where the whatever unspoken beef stems from.
Yeah,
being
yeah.
realistic. So yeah.
It's the same thing. I totally agree because I remember even in our class as well, like in our cohort, I don't know if Justin experienced this with some year group, but in our own year group, we've always had like this approach towards Nigerians is like the tag they gave us is like we're very competitive. I mean, it's true. Some of us are because obviously your parents are paying so much to send you to
Doilers.
And and you don't
Wait,
want to
let me just say
last.
this before I forget. I'm so sorry. Let me just say this before I forget. So somebody tweeted one time and they was like, oh, why do Nigerians go to Ghana and come back with an accent? And then somebody replied and they were like, if you paid in dollars as well, you'd come back with an accent. I was like, what?
No, honestly, it's true. It's like it was that bad. And I remember it's like most of the groups that we have, anytime a Nigerian quote unquote is there, not all of them, obviously, there are some who have coconut head, but those whose head is there, quote unquote, is like they want to be in a group with them. I mean, at first it was very difficult for Ghanaians to get into a group with Nigerians because it's like they just gravitate towards each other. But then when they saw the competitive nature of the Nigerians and it's like getting the results, getting the A's, it's like they start piling up.
Exactly.
I want to be friends and
they want to be in your group and do stuff with you and hang with you and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
That's impressions of Ghana.
Yeah. But I mean, the good Ghanaians are like extremists. So it's like, as when you have those ones that are not very nice, you have those ones that are like nice, but then they're like
there's
too
no
nice. Exactly. There's no like lukewarm.
So
nice is a thing.
We're sorry, but yeah.
I never knew it was this like silent hostility between like both guys. Because I'm very like I just like you guys, so.
Oh, we like you too.
Wow.
Daniel, please stop.
Daniel's laugh. Oh my gosh.
Do you understand?
Daniel,
You don't want to laugh. You want to laugh.
It's 12:20, please. There's no time for saying likes. I beg.
I wanted to just make a comment like the nice, the extremist, the nice Ghanaians versus not like nice, like as I said before, there's a limit to how close you can be to most Ghanaians. I mean, you can be close, but there's always a limit. I mean, for me, my entire stay here, it's just you and then Manny and Sam. Who else? That I've been able to actually bond with completely.
Me's like, hello.
but God.
The first person I mentioned, I said you, Sammy, and Manny.
Oh, I thought you meant Daniel. Sorry.
Nigerian now.
Yeah, because I was kind of confused. Like, what are you talking about?
So I mean, that's the thing. It's been a kind like I'm still searching actually for that. So like for someone that can actually like connect with on a deeper level. You know, I've found out that it's even sometimes I've stopped trying because actually you have to try to actually like okay bond with this person or something like that, but it just there's just something. There's just something. I mean, am I the only one? You guys can testify.
Oh no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Yeah. So
No, you're not actually. I mean, it's true. I mean, what you're saying is actually true. Because I mean, you guys are talking. I'm trying to look back as to those Ghanaian friends that I had, like, have rather, that I really kind of like really bonded with. I think they're very, very limited. I mean, I bonded with some obviously because of we were going to the same church together, and it's like you tend to open up to them more. But then those that I bonded with at Lancaster was because we had the same values academically. It's like we had the same focus, what we want to achieve. And even up to now, when I still talk to them, most of our um, looking at the past is about how we were fooling around in class or we
Very
weren't
academic.
serious. Pardon?
Conversations are very academic. Is that what you say?
Yeah, exactly. Only like one or two that is very social. Because we never had the opportunity to go out and like have fun. I don't know why.
Or maybe they just were
Um,
not your type of going out friends because they were not cool kids.
yeah. Oh shit.
Wow. Oh my God.
I'm joking.
No. I know, but yeah, I get you. It's like there wasn't too much like that. I don't know. There is. I can't give you a like.
What were your first impressions of Ghana? Like when you came more, like you
Oh,
more.
I love Ghana. Honestly, I still do, and I keep saying that Ghana is like my second, first and a half home. Not
Actually,
second.
I say that as well, but I don't mean it.
No, I mean it from the bottom of my heart because I remember when I first came to Ghana, Ghana was different. It was quiet. It was peaceful. Like the pace of competitiveness is very slow. And because in Nigeria it's very fast in a way,
Hustle
it's
and
like
bustle and struggle and
exactly. So
trust.
it's like in Ghana you could chill back a bit and just kind
And
of like
people
set
having
yourself.
like 247. We're not used to such life.
Pamela, please.
Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Like this now, they can all flight in this my country now. So that's why, just be watching. Anyways, you were saying, sorry.
No, it's true. It's actually true.
You can't
And
see
then
me
I
looking
like the
around.
fact
Let me just be sure.
I like the fact that um I think I don't know, to be honest, that there isn't like one particular thing I could put my hand on and it's like this is why I love Ghana the most, right? Why I love Ghana, but yeah, maybe it's just the people that, like I said, eventually met the really nice ones that makes you
Yep.
want to stay. Like I said, the nice ones are like they're super extreme. It's like they go out of their way to help you.
Nice.
They don't even know you from Adam, but they are helping you till Revelation. Did you get? It's like that's how much they're really helping you.
That was so deep. So poetic. Oh my God.
You know?
This is a question I'm going to put to all of you. Was moving to Ghana impactful? Was impactful?
yeah.
Pamela, would you want to start with that? Was moving to Ghana was moving to Ghana impactful in your life? Do you think it impacted you positively, negatively? Was it impactful?
The highlight of my entire move to Ghana, I will always say this, is hope, was hope, will be hope. Because if I hadn't been or come across hope, I'm not really sure if I would have ever wanted to go back to Ghana, like my entire life, right? So if I say yes to the question, then 95% of the reason would be because of hope, right? But everything else would probably be negative in the sense that I was robbed. I was robbed. I mean, it happened. It could happen anywhere, right? But I was robbed twice, right? And on those two occasions, I still have PTSD from it, and I'm not even joking.
Are you serious?
On those two, yeah, I'm not joking.
wow.
On those two, the first time till today, nobody, not a single person knows how they got into our house, because it's not like they left any hole or they opened any doors or anything of that sort. But they took our laptops, and that's by the way. But so I feel like the reason it comes down to what I was saying about Nigerians and Ghanaians. On the entire street where we were living, we were the only Nigerians there, right? And it was just my sister and I. We were living in a 3-bedroom, right? And typically, that house is a family house, in quotes, for Ghanaians, right? So up to them, it was a thing of like, who are these people that have the effrontery to come and live only by themselves in this family house, right? So I feel like that was where the envy came from, and that was what led them to come and steal from us, because it was an inside job. You can't tell me otherwise. It could have been anybody from outside. But yeah, so that wasn't a really good experience. But outside of that experience, I feel like Ghana is safer than Nigeria, if we're being realistic, because I could walk down the road or down my street at midnight. Please stop laughing. Because I could walk down the street by like midnight and I'm not looking behind me to see if anybody's coming. I mean, I'm not saying people don't get robbed, but like the chances of you getting robbed on the streets is lesser than what it is out here. So yeah, the security was one thing I was grateful for. And like, oh Jesus, even with the doom so safe, it was better than what we are having in this country. But we thank God for life. Yes, it was mostly hope.
That's it was moving to, well, you're still in Ghana, so moving to Ghana has it been impactful for you? Can be possible.
Yeah. I learned to be on my own, learned to be independent. So in that sense, yes. I mean, I've been able to achieve quite a bit here. I mean, the fact that I'm still here even says a lot. I've learned to manage time, resources, money a lot. I've learned to how to relate with people in certain situations. How to behave and how to control your situations to get what you want. It's something I've learned here. So it's been impactful on the most part, positive on the most part. But I mean, yeah, there's always like the other side of things. So yeah, it's been impactful.
Sometimes I find it very difficult to remember some of my experiences in Nigeria because of what I've had in Ghana. So it's like Nigeria become like types and shadows of what I experienced in Ghana, right? Because I mean, there's just so much to learn. I'm just gonna piggyback off what Justin said, like the independence. It's like it wasn't as if I didn't have that independence in Nigeria, but it's like you are living in a country that you don't know anybody, right? So you need to cater for yourself. Is it with regards to spiritual growth, like the church that you join in, people will take particular interest in you in your spiritual growth? Is it with regards to education? We have like one of the finest education that the world could offer, right? In Ghana. Right. And it's very easy for you to boast of Lancaster in Ghana, blah, 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 and all of that. But when you actually leave Lancaster and you go to another university, you begin to see that, whoa, it's like you know so much. And I know that when I came here for my master's, I knew there was a huge shift. There was a huge difference because what we were taught in Lancaster in second year, that's what people are doing here for the masters.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And they pay 10,000 euros for it. So it's like, dude, we were taught this in year 2 of Lancaster, not even master's level. In terms of friendship, relationship, and stuff like that, like obviously Ghana taught me a lot as well. So yeah, I guess that's why I said Ghana is like my first and a half home.
Okay, wait, I can't say just negative things. Sorry, you guys. I forgot something. I feel like no, I apologize. every Ghanaian listens to this podcast. I love you so much. But I would say that Ghana has like a more organized system in quotes compared to where I live or where I was born, in the sense that you don't have to struggle to like get the basic things done, like opening a bank account or making a complaint or having an issue resolved. Like when I used to work at the hospital, things were different. I'm not saying there were no loopholes or whatever, but it was just more organized and put together, right? And there's one experience that blew my mind in that Accra that I cannot forget. One day, lights blew. I don't know where it's blue from, but I why. Then it's now be that our wire have born. This was 11 p.m. I kid you not. And I walk outside and I see that next street, there was lights on the next street. So I call ECG. I think it's ECG, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I called ECG and like, oh, this is what's going on. They're like, okay, what's your meter number? How many meters is the pole away from your house? What's the landmark? Da, 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 da. And I told them everything. In less than 15 minutes, these people came and fixed the line. My mind was blown. I was like, Jesus, my country people could never. 2 weeks, you don't go see lights for your side. I'm not even exaggerating. But yeah, I kid you not, I was so impressed because they literally got there and they called me and like, we're outside. Come on. I said, and they fixed it. I was so happy. But yeah, you guys try. You actually do. You try. So yeah, that's that.
If you could talk to the Ghanaians that you met then, what would you tell them in terms of relating to Nigeria, to other nationalities?
I'd say because like I said, the way they treat other country people is different from the way they treat Nigerians.
Ooh.
Yes. And that's because of the whole, in quote, competition thingy, right? So I'll probably say to them that I'm not out to, outshine you or overtake you or anything else. Like that's not my first. That's not the first thing that comes to mind when I meet a Ghanaian or when I'm in Ghana, whatever the case may be, right? So, like it's all love, regardless. Do you get what I mean? I'm not here to take anything from you or take anything away from you. If anything at all, I'm here to give, right? So I don't think that Ghanaians should always have it in their heads that Nigerians are maybe trying to be better than them or are better than them or they're trying to compete with them or take something from them or whatever the case may be. I just feel like it's not a good mindset to have. So yeah, that's it pretty much.
That's
That
so that deep. That's such a Ghanaian thing to say.
That
Because it's been there for forever. So you're one of them. Rubbish.
that is, I mean, it's true because I mean it's not the you might want things a certain way, like fast done things, time limit, like we don't want it to be like relaxed. We're not as relaxed as like, yeah, that's the word. We're not as relaxed as most people are here. So it's nothing personal when we get really what's the word? What?
Aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive or something. It's nothing personal.
Because that's our norm. Like that's what we're used to.
It's nothing personal, so it's just, so don't take it too hard. It's nothing personal. That's one thing I would say. And,
Yeah, and don't judge. I think yeah, it's like once a year you're Nigerian, it's like automatically it's like boom boom, they just shut down, build a profile of you in their head. I mean, obviously we have those Nigerians that aren't like very good Nigerians and they've probably had encounters with them. But then still you shouldn't just automatically judge the new Nigerian that you're meeting. Like you never know. Right? Imagine all those people who've all helped, right? All the Ghanaians who've all helped to maybe finish an assignment, to get a job done, lend money to release your apartment to them, and stuff like that, right? Like all of these little, tiny bits. If we were to build a profile about this Ghanaians in our heads, like it wouldn't have happened. So, should not judge.
Well, you know how when you live in a particular place for some time, and you do
Yeah.
go, you realize that well, I've actually changed. Was there ever like a moment like that for you?
Yeah, actually, a lot. Because I think all my time in Ghana, I spent literally all my time in Ghana. I only go home like 2 or 3 weeks and then run back to Ghana.
Even with me, like when I do go home now, I realize that like I'm not the same person. Like there's so much that I've changed. Like I'm not the same person that I used to be. Did you guys ever have that like moment?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I think for me, my dad usually tell me that I've become very quiet, which is a trait I picked from Ghana.
Quiet. Oh, you listen more.
Yeah, so like I've become very quiet. I listen more. I'm not saying that competitive Nigerian nature is not there, but then when you become quiet, you tend to strategize and know what you're supposed to do. And but yeah, I mean that's one thing I could say that has really stood out from people's comments when they see me back. Yeah.
Really quiet. Justin, well, you're still in Ghana, but you've gone home a couple of times. Has there ever been a time where you've actually changed?
Last time I went back, I went that. Oh God, the systems in Lagos. Especially, I went back to Lagos to renew my passport. Ah. Hey, ha! I'm not going into that, but I had to leave the house every single day for the 3 weeks that I went there. I didn't like enjoy my stay back. I had to leave my house every single day for the 3 weeks I went back to. I was supposed to go for only 2 weeks, but I had to extend it because complications.
For your passport.
For my passport, yeah, to renew my passport. So I noticed that on the way that every single day there was at least one bus that was broken down on the highway. And I was like, no, this is so the thing that I've lived in Lagos most of my life. I only got to Ghana when I was 17. That's when I came to Ghana. So I noticed that when I was living there, the things were happening, but I didn't really notice it because it was like kind of like the norm.
What's your real?
Yeah. So when I left there, and I got used to a certain way things were done, I went back. I noticed different things. I noticed things about the systems, how things were fast paced, and how I have changed. Because I don't think if I go back to live in Nigeria, I'll have to step up. I think I will have to step up a bit to meet the pace.
I think it's very similar to like when I go to Ghana and I'm complaining about the Wi-Fi. Everyone's looking at me like, why are you complaining? And I'm like, when you haven't, and then usually when you meet somebody who's like lived outside and you talk to them about Wi-Fi, like finally somebody who understands. Like when you haven't tasted better, you don't know.
People with privilege.
So you're happy with what it is, but when you try better, you're like, no, this Wi-Fi is really slow. Anyways, yeah, banana. Was there one back then you're like, I've really changed?
Privileged people. I don't think no. There was never any of that for me. Because maybe I would probably say maybe the fact that things work better. I mean, it's not like I haven't been to like countries where things work better, but like for an African country, I was impressed. So, no disrespect to Africa. No disrespect to Africa. Oh, people are blessed. A blessed continent. But for an African country, I was really impressed with like how things were put together. and how polite Ghanaians are actually. Cause in Nigeria here, when you say stuff like, oh, like when you ask somebody for stuff, you don't, it's not normal for people to say yes, please, no, thank you. Do you get what I mean? But in Ghana, I feel like quite a number of people were used to saying no, thank you, yes, please, like excuse. Like in Nigeria, everything is quarrel, everything is fights. So if you don't look sharp, if you don't look sharp, anything you say, you take. But yeah, I guess it's just the fact that people were just more polite to me, so it kind of like helped me be comfortable with my politeness, if that makes any sense. So yeah.
What was the first Ghanaian meal you tried?
The first Ghanaian what?
Meal you tried.
Contumely, and it ended in tears. Hey, Jesus! It ended in terrible tears. It ended in terrible tears. You know, Yuri Lodge, where we have service at. Yeah, that was it wasn't the first place I stayed at, but that was one of the first places.
What?
We got it. I don't know where we got it from, but I was feeling adventurous, right? So I was having it with rice. I was like, this thing kind of tastes like egusi, you know. And my father was like, take it easy. You've not eaten it before. Take it easy. We're going tomorrow. Take it easy. In my mind, it's like, it's just egusi. Nice. So I'm going to have it. So I was eating it with rice. You know, nothing happened. Whatever. So the next day, we were going back to Nigeria. Hey, all through from the airport, from the hotel to the airport, we got to Nigeria. My tummy.
Justin, you know,
I'm a big girl, so I don't say stuff like that. But you know what I'm talking about. Terrible. Never doing it again. Never, ever doing it again.
We all know Justin. The first meal you tried was watching. So
I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he went on the safe road, because I was doing risky. So how would the first thing you eat in a country be?
Then what was the first thing you had?
Kinky and fish.
Did you like
the pepper?
Did you like
Yeah, I did. And I kept on going to the same woman every time. Because you remember, like I told you before, it's like I had neighbors in Nigeria who were Ghanaian, so I saw them eat that. But then we didn't try it in Nigeria because
kinky.
Yeah, I do actually. But my favorite Ghanaian food is fufu and groundnut soup. Oh la 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 la. It takes you to places, man.
What's the favorite Ghanaian?
I can never understand the concept of making soup with the groundnuts. It doesn't make any sense.
Groundnut soup tastes like begiri. I don't know if you know begiri, the Nigerian. Exactly. So it tastes like it does. Trust me, it does. It tastes like the lighter version of it.
It's not lighting anything. Like it don't taste thing. It don't taste like. I don't like it. I would never.
No, that's because you don't trust me. The first time I tried it, that was what it reminded me of, and I kept on trying it again just to be sure that my taste buds are not just giving me wrong.
Everything that compensate. So that's why I can't.
But it's great.
Justin, what's your favorite Daniel food? So I have to let Daniel go back. Justin, what's your favorite Daniel food?
Daniel food I like is wachi and kiliwili.
Yeah, kiliwili is the bomb, bro.
Kiliwili and Ghana.
That's just because it's plantain.
Justin, go and buy kiliwili at Laboni. Kiliwili and fried yam and Laban Junction with coffee. Oh no. Justin, your life will not remain the same again.
Wow.
Oh, Nee knows the place. It's at Laboni Junction. Every time we go for Wednesday prayer at the park, after prayer, we just walk to the Kiliwili woman. Madam, give us yam 3 cedis, Kiliwili 10 cedis, 2 chofi. Oh no.
Why are you
chofi is the turkey, right? The turkey pot. Right?
Yeah, it's turkey. You don't pronounce the bot so that it doesn't sound some way. So to skip it up.
But just
It's
like
lucky
you said,
Ash.
What's your favorite Ghanaian people?
for me,
Yeah.
defo Killy and chicken wings. I don't know if that counts, but definitely Killy and chicken wings. Love it.
Are there any similarities between Ghanaians and Nigerians?
What do you say?
Are there any similarities?
Similarities. We're Africans.
Same conversations.
Obviously.
We're Africans. That's
But,
all.
do you agree? Are there any similarities between Ghanaians and Nigerians?
You mean culture-wise, personality,
Evolve
food?
to.
So apparently, I think the Ewes, I don't know what tribe, but there's a tribe in Ghana where, like, apparently they kind of like emigrated,
The Gans
from the Yoruba tribe. Yeah.
So
So they kind of have,
that's the Gans.
I don't know which one it is, respectfully, but yeah, that one. So they kind of, I think their language kind of sounds, well, not sound similar, but like a few words here and there sound the same. And then,
It's very aggressive.
what do you say?
I think it is very aggressive.
I didn't say that part. I didn't say that part, but yeah, there's.
But how different are we? Are we very different?
To be very honest, I think that we are very different. The only thing that I can say Nigerians and Ghanaians are similar in has to be jollof rice. That's the only thing. I don't mean the taste. I don't mean the taste. I don't mean the fact that
Nigerian and Ghana jollof. Daniel.
we're not talking.
Actually,
We're not talking.
to be honest, I eat both of them. To be honest, like I don't see any difference. To be honest,
No, I don't like you. Please get off this call. Thank you.
no, seriously, I don't see any difference with Nigeria or Ghanaian jollof.
You
Like
have you
when hunger hits you, like it slap you left and right, you will even look for Nigerian jollof or Ghanaian jollof. It's like you remember Coffee Lounge jollof, right?
That's
Justin.
not jollof.
You see, it's like those days where it's like you had this Dr. Tillman's class, and it's like all you're hearing is some German word hitting your head. When when you go to Coffee Lounge, you don't need to think if it's Ghanaian or Nigerian jollof.
I haven't gone to Coffee Lounge in a long time. And it's just
just a Ghana or Nigerian jollof.
You better not betray me on this call.
See,
You better.
It depends on who makes it.
To be diplomatic,
Speak from your chest.
Yeah, I'm speaking from my chest. I'm speaking from my chest. I like.
You should announce your situation.
They're different. No, see, okay. In general, Nigerian, yes, but there are exceptions. There are exceptions where I've had some bomb like Ghanaian jollof.
Not me.
Am I serious?
Actually,
Me.
only one time. Wait. Only once. It was my roommate's mother that made it, and she brought it to the hostel. That was in 2014.
That's a while ago.
That's a while ago. That was a really nice show of rice. But apart from that, it's been good. But man, yeah, still, yeah.
Pamela, I have to ask. Like I know what your answer is. Like
Need not say respectfully. I mean, I've had really nice jollof from Hope because that's the only place I can say I've had good jollof. Every other place has been terrible. They can't get out. But yeah, Nigerian jollof, definitely. Especially firewood jollof. You can only get those at parties. If you've never been to a Nigerian party, you can't relate to what I'm talking about. Very out.
I think for Ghanaian jollof what the outstanding ones are like the home cooked ones.
Yeah.
So like the one like it's someone's mother made or Yeah.
That's why I have a different.
You just call a burial party.
Huh?
Okay.
Sometimes you just call a burial party.
It counts because people go there to eat, no? Wait, don't make it seem like you guys don't use the burial as an excuse to catch fun. Don't even do that. You don't use funerals as an excuse for a party. Don't act like you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Ghanaians don't use funerals as an excuse to
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, but Ghanaian, that kind of thing, Ghanaians really like put a lot of importance on their funerals compared to
Yeah.
And another thing that another thing that was kind of like a shock for me was how simple Ghanaian weddings are. Like when I say simple, I mean simple. It wasn't up until like 2-3 years ago that they started having like elaborate weddings. Excuse me, in Ghana. Because this one time I had been to like 3 Ghanaian weddings, right? And all 3 of them, the one that blew my mind was that we finished church, we came outside in the garden area of the church. They gave everybody donuts and wine in a glass cup. They call it cocktail. Guy, we no reach 25 people for that place. Reception don't start. We don't go out after 30 minutes. They have married. That's all. I said, I was looking at my sister. I was like, there's no rice. There's no juice. Alcoholic. Nothing. No DJ. No music. No, nobody. It's wrong. It's very, very wrong. It was to me. I was taken aback. I said, you can't call this a wedding. Where I'm coming from is a gathering, not a wedding. It's meeting we came here to do. You give me donuts and give me wine in a glass and yeah, wedding. Oh. But yeah, it was a shock. Actually, I was looking around to see if maybe they were going to bring it from somewhere, but people were going. Me too, I had to go. It was very obvious that it had ended. I was just like, wow, never again.
It's your experiences were so different from everybody else.
Never.
That's an still experiencing, but like Pamela, you actually do come back for like a year or 2, and like proper like experience Ghana.
I actually would really love to come back. I would love to live in Ghana for like 2 years straight.
It's about planning and land in Ghana 10th December. Daniel, wait. I said we cannot plan and land in Ghana like the 10th of December. And we do life again. Do life together. Oh.
Actually.
Yeah, that's just we can meet at the airport and then land together ever. So we all landed.
Yeah, I love that.
10th December.
Just
but final remarks, if you can advise Ghanaians if you can advise Ghanaians on dealing with foreigners, what would your remarks be? Final remarks.
Dano, you can go first.
Advise Ghanaians about foreigners, that what you said?
Yeah, dealing with foreigners, especially Nigerians.
Like just Nigerians or like foreigners in general, because I know Ghanaians once they see a white girl or white like this, the eyes becomes like it's like this. It's like, hey, oh Brony, come on, take my shoe, take my life, take everything.
Be honest, like come, that's my destiny for you. Collect. I'm joking.
Actually, if there's one thing you can change about Ghana, what would that be?
Wow, that's a hard one.
Very.
I think how Ghanaians dress.
Wow.
I mean, some of them are not too. Nah. It's like there's this. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Like this local Ghanaian attire that is very big. I don't know what it's called. That is sleeveless. I'm sure you know the one I'm talking about.
The wrapper thing, the traditional.
Yeah,
outfit.
yeah. Do they wash that thing after wearing it?
The cloth that they put on their shoulder.
No, not the cloth they put on the shoulder. The other one that is sleeveless. Peter wears it a lot.
Oh, right.
I don't know what it's called.
Is it jalabia?
No, not jalami, not jalami.
No?
Yeah.
Material. That is
the smoke.
What's called? Because I mean, I've seen a couple of Ghanaians wearing this thing constantly, and I don't think they washed it, so it stinks. It's like you could smell it from afar, and even when you come close
But
to them, you
Daniel,
could
isn't
like.
that like a personal thingy? Like it's not like on a personal level. Like if you're dirty, you're dirty.
No. But it's like some of the people who owns it, right? It's like they wear the same one constantly, and because they are wearing it constantly, it's like sometimes I ask myself, like, are you not supposed to wash it or?
Yeah, but because in the past, right, they used to use the fabric that was used to line the smoke was not great, and so yes, smokes have a distinct smell. But in recent times, modernization, they're trying to improve upon it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Smokes have a smell. So when you like begin to sweat in it, the smell like is expanded. But yeah.
But like I said, the dressing, like you guys don't have to. You guys don't. I mean, sorry to say this, but not all Ghanaians have to like dress down.
You know how to dress. Very well.
Should not be as offensive as if you didn't put respectfully. That's how to insult people with respect. Respectfully, you are mad.
But it's true.
I'd say the fact that you guys are too laid back, especially when it comes to business. Somebody can open their store at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and they would not see an issue with that. Once it's 12 p.m., they go for lunch. When it's 4 p.m., they're closing up. 5 p.m., they're done for the day. Do you get what I mean? Like that's like compared to where we're coming from, people open up at 6 a.m. Like this, like that's like if you are serious to make money, that's how. Do you get what I mean? Like you can't open at 9 and when it's 4, you're closing, and then you have 1 hour lunch break in between. Did you come and do business? Are you sure you get to come and do work? Are you sure you get to find money that day? But yeah, I just don't like the fact that Ghanaians are like a bit laid back, and like even with people who run like businesses, be it like online or like actual physical businesses, I think they're very relaxed. Like they don't. I don't know. Like I said, it's probably because of where I'm coming from. I don't want to use the word lazy because that's not the word I'm looking for. But I feel like Ghanaians need to like put more effort when it comes to like, hustling in quotes.
Okay, Justin.
I said it. My pretty people cannot. They.
Oh, live. Because you've spoken for more than an hour. This is really, they've done really well. What?
They try.
I swear
they try for you.
Hey,
is this serious?
Continue.
Oh, God. So it's to find out that what exactly is that barrier between like getting close to some people, most people. I've tried. I mostly don't. That's one thing. Is to remove that relationship barrier, because even I've spoken about that before. It's actually it's a thing. Something I've really found very interesting, and I really don't understand where it's coming from, to be honest. But yeah, that's something I would change.
Alrighty, it's been fun talking to you guys, and I'll definitely have this call again during the daytime. Daniel can join again for season 3, and for that one, it will just be a set of questions I'll ask you. And then we'll just have some. Wow.
Pamela, they put you.
Our country, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining me on this podcast episode. Hopefully, anyone that's listening has learned something, and our attitude towards foreigners, aka Nigerians, will change from today.
I'll be praying for you guys, okay? God will touch your hearts.
I'll be praying. All prayers. Thank you guys. Thanks for listening to. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for regular content and updates.